Hello again and welcome to Granny Growan. Today I'm sitting in my office and I'm working on the vlogs that I'm going to put out now. Today I'm going to show you some theatre critics that I have made and only positive ones because I don't want to do anything that will harm somebody. But I have three nice theatre critics, one of Pear Gint by Henrik Ibsen, one of Don Quixote, and the third one was called Deja from an international theatre group. So please have a look. An outdoor play up at Golo, and it was Pear Gynt by Henrik Ibsen. The play, of course, from the very start has been about this pair who lives in Gudbrandsdalen. So playing it in Gudbrandsdalen is the right place for this play. And it was a very beautiful production. The actors were walking in water by the lake. So when you were sitting watching it, you felt that they were actually walking in the lake. I thought it was a bit too much of that, but still it was beautiful. And I can show you a few pictures. We were not allowed to take pictures, but I did sneak into one or two. I always do. I'm a very naughty girl, actually. Of course, Peer Gynt always annoys me because I don't like this character, Solveig. And in this production, I really got really annoyed. So next year there will be a new production of Peer Gynt, a new director, a new style. So I'm hoping and praying every year I see Peer Gynt that Solveig actually will leave him and go and say, I won't say that word, but you know what I mean. That was Solveig in a Peer Gynt. I hope she ends up like Nora in A Doll's House, because she had the courage to leave. We went to the theatre. It was a guest production, and it was so fascinating. It was this production here called Deja, and it was an international company. Some of the actors are Norwegian and some of the actors are from various countries. The performance was an inspiration of a book called Here by Richard Maguire, and they take up 20 square meters on the stage. That starts with it, and then it's a living room suddenly, and what happens within this 20 square meters from almost the beginning of life and into today, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, 1,000 years ago, 20 years from now, 100 years from now, 300 years from now, what happens into these 20 square meters on Earth. And all these characters come together, and it's a mixture of time and space and ideas and hopes and wonders and quarrels, and oh, it was so fascinating. And physical theatre, puppeteering, illusions, dance, movement, and a little conversation, but very little really. Mostly just sounds, and sometimes speeches came on, but not talked by the actors. I was so fascinating, and
all these actors have been in France and worked at or studied at a famous school in France, in Paris, called Le Coq. And well, gosh, it really took my heart. Of course, I studied in London at a very traditional theatre school back in the 70s, and I mean, theatre has moved so much forward since then. For hundreds and thousands of years almost, theatre was very much the same. It was the speech that was in the front. But then this, in the 70s, while I was at drama school, but it hadn't really come into the institutions. It was there at the very beginning, the 70s. But then the physical theatre came, and it was sort of moving into something different. And I wish, in a way, that I could have studied later on, so I could have had more learning from this new kind of theatre. And therefore I so much enjoy seeing performances by the young actors, because they have so much more, they have more tools than we had. But the fascination between dance and theatre has always interested me, and I try to do so in my own performances, but of course I haven't got those special skills. I just do it, and of course I am a physical person, so I express myself through my body as well. But it was fascinating, and the idea was so fascinating, and I've been thinking of it almost all night, and I just wanted to share my thoughts, some of my thoughts, with you. I've been to the theatre again, and this time I saw Don Quixote de la Mancha, and it was such a fantastic performance, and I was just living for days in this atmosphere of this great play, and with these great actors. It was a national touring company. We call it Riksteatret, and they have a play about Don Quixote. But it's not the real story. It's a modern version of it. It's about some actors doing a performance of Don Quixote, and the man who plays Don Quixote gets very involved in his character and almost becomes him in a way. And then he have a quarrel with the director, and he bursts out of the theatre with his costume on, and now he's going to save the world. And then, of course, one of the other actors, who is a little fat guy, drinking a bit too much, he thinks, oh, I have to stop him. So he runs after him on the street, and, well, then the story starts. And then he meets this prostitute, and he wants to save her, and all these strange things that happen to him. So that was such a great performance, and it was such a joy to watch it. So I wanted to tell you that it's important, really, to go to the theatre, because you experience so much.
That will be all for today. I will make another vlog in quite a short time, and then we shall continue. Granny Grow Ann. Please subscribe if you haven't done already. And, well, if you do like theatre, this is the right place for you.